This Etsy shop is making over $15,000 per month by selling a digital product that you can now create with AI tools like Midjourney in just a couple of minutes. Today, I'll show you how to generate Nursery printables, prepare the images for selling in the right quality and size, create captivating mockups, and show you 3 ways you can monetize this product. And one of these methods I can guarantee you haven't heard before. Also, like with the digital backdrop video I did a couple of days ago, I have a completely free prompting guide in the description which contains more than 15 prompts for Nursery printables in various styles, plus a prompting formula that you can use to create your own products quickly should you decide to give this business a try. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hey guys, I'm Mark and I run a digital product shop and a printable wall art shop on Etsy that I started a few weeks ago. Now the whole process of creating printable wall art these days is very easy. It starts with using a text-to-image AI tool called Midjourney, which I'm sure you've already heard of. You just give Midjourney a line of text or a prompt, and in a couple of seconds you have 4 images made for you from scratch. Inside the prompt, you'll be using specific keywords and parameters to get just the right type and quality of art that sells on Etsy. But first, before we dive into just generating random art, we need to take a look at what type is selling right now and how much money we could potentially make. So this shop called Art Prints Factory sells Nursery printables almost exclusively, and since 2016 they've made a total of $1.28 million in revenue, with their estimated monthly earnings being around $15,000. And they sell this type of art as a digital download only, meaning that they don't have to worry about printing and shipping, and they keep 90% profit after Etsy deduct their fees. Now the secret to success with digital downloads is to upload a lot of listings consistently with the right titles and tags so Etsy's algorithm can pick up your shop and reach buyers organically. As you can see right here, this shop has over 2,000 listings, which is why they are currently dominating this segment of the market. And using AI tools and some quick mockup tricks I'm gonna show you, you'll be able to create lots of listings quickly and stock up your shop in just a matter of days. If you haven't used Midjourney before, just head on over to midjourney.com and click on join the beta. By typing /imagine, you can ask Midjourney to give you 4 images. And we can get real simple and ask for a nursery wall art of a baby elephant. And for example, the first image is actually quite decent and something which you can definitely use. Now, in order to compete with star seller shops on Etsy, we would need to generate better designs. So for example, the shop I mentioned sells a lot of watercolor, minimalist, and boho nursery printables. So in order to get these results in Midjourney, instead of just simply asking for a nursery wall art of a baby elephant, we could go with a watercolor nursery art of a baby elephant and include the words minimalist and boho, and also add an aspect ratio of 2:3 to generate the corresponding image. Now as you can see, we get a slightly different style of image than the original, and it's closer to the type that is selling on Etsy. Let's look at another example. If we'd want an image of a unicorn, we could go very simple and ask for a portrait of a baby unicorn with a pink background, and the design we get is actually quite good. But by really expanding the prompt and painting a scene, mentioning the colors, and getting like really creative, we can create a really unique image. And I have more than 15 detailed prompts to generate nursery printables in various styles in my prompting guide in the description. So if you'd want to check these out and generate your own art, you can download my guide completely free. All I ask is that you like this video and subscribe to let YouTube know you enjoy this type of content. Now, as good as Midjourney is with coming up with the art, the resulting images are super low resolution and not suitable for selling as they are. So we're going to use an AI image upscaler to increase the resolution of our images and improve their overall quality. Now, I personally use a paid tool like Topaz AI for my printable wall art shop, but you can use a tool like upscale.media. All you have to do is upload the image into the tool, hit upscale 4 times, and it will do all the work for you. Now, the next step is equally important. We need to resize the art we just upscaled previously into 4 different aspect ratios. By doing this, we give customers a lot of options in terms of printing, which is crucial for running a printable business successfully. And I have a completely free tool that can resize hundreds to thousands of images very quickly to multiple aspect ratios. In the description, you'll find a link to XN Convert. Once you download it, you can add your images in here. And under the Actions tab, you're gonna want to add 2 actions. The first first is resize and the second is canvas resize. Make sure that the resize action is on top of the canvas resize action in this left panel. Now we just need to give the width and the height for the exact size we want. And for example, for an aspect ratio of 4:5, we need a width of 4800 and a height of 6000. We're gonna add these numbers for both the resize and the canvas resize actions. And you wanna make sure that keep ratio box is ticked for both these actions. Next, under the output tab, we can give the destination folder, specify the format and the file name we want to use for the resized images. Once that's done, we're gonna hit convert, and the tool will automatically resize all images to a 4:5 aspect ratio. And you just basically repeat the same process for all the other aspect ratios to get the resize images super quickly. This has been a game-changing tool in my printable wall art business. I can resize hundreds of images in a matter of minutes without all the manual hassle. After you have all the aspect ratios downloaded, we still need to figure out a way to share these files with a potential buyer. And that's because Etsy allows uploading 5 files in a maximum size of 20 megabytes, so our files are currently exceeding that limit. To overcome this problem, we would need to use a cloud storage solution like Google Drive or Dropbox. I'm gonna go with Google Drive, so I'm just going to upload the folder with all the aspect ratios onto Google Drive, and once that's done, I'm going to make this folder accessible by clicking on these 3 dots here, get link, and change restricted to anyone with the link and leave it on viewer. Now we just need to take this link and paste it into a Word document and save it as a PDF. Now this is the PDF file that we're going to add to our listing. Once a customer buys our art, they will get instant access to this PDF file, clicking on the link and downloading all the images within that Google Drive folder. Okay, so creating the art is one thing, but placing it into high quality mockups like this nursery wall art is super important. 90% of customers on Etsy make their purchase decision based on the quality of the mockups, so it's crucial to get those right. Etsy allows up to 10 listing images and 1 video to be used for each listing, so the way star seller shops do this, and what I recommend, is to have at least 8 mockup images of the art itself and 2 images explaining that this is a digital download and that no physical item will be shipped. Now, generally high quality mockups like this cost money from spaces like Creative Market or freepik.com, but much like you use Midjourney to create the art, we can also use it to create the mockups. I've included a couple of nursery mockups in the description and also a sample of a prompt in case you want to create your own. Just download a mockup from Midjourney, then go to canva.com and create a new design in the size of 2700 x 2025 pixels. Upload the mockup to your Canva template, upload the art as well, and just place it accordingly into the frame. Now, I'm going to get real with you guys. These are very basic mockups and you likely won't be successful by using these. Hundreds of shops use them already and it's difficult to make your listing stand out if you use the same stock mockup as everybody else. If you want to take this business seriously, I definitely recommend getting familiar with Photoshop and spending some money on high quality mockups from Creative Market. I have a full dedicated video coming up next week on mockups and my method of creating hundreds of them in a matter of minutes without using Photoshop, scripts, or any paid tools, so make sure to subscribe to not miss that video. So selling this art as a digital download is one way to monetize this business, and I'm gonna talk about 2 other ways. The other way, which you've probably heard of before, is to sell it as printable art using a print-on-demand service like Printify. This means you're not doing the printing and shipping yourself, but relying on a third party to fulfill these services on your behalf for a commission. Connecting your Etsy shop to Printify is super easy, and I've got a video coming up on how to do that and start your print-on-demand service soon. And the third way to monetize this business is, I believe, the future of selling printable art due to the rapid growth of AI. So the third way is to come up with your own prompts for nursery printables and sell those prompts on platforms like Etsy or PromptBase. Much like I did with this free guide, you can craft 20 to 50 prompts for nursery printables, include them into a PDF file, and sell it on Etsy. Now, I think this type of service is still in its infancy. Midjourney is yet to reach a big chunk of the population, and if you think about it, it's not just as accessible as you think. You need to pay for a subscription to generate images, and you need a Discord account and learn the interface a bit, then use another tool to upscale the image. The average customer will not want to go through this hassle and would rather just pay for the art itself and have it printed. But this type of service currently targets people like you and me who are looking to sell this exact type of art on e-commerce platforms platforms. You'd have a quick access to multiple prompts which you can then use to generate and sell your images. And there are already a couple of shops on Etsy doing this business and making some actual money. I covered that in my previous video up here. Alright guys, that's been it. If you're starting this business, send me an email. I'd love to see what you create, and as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.